Started, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We're here. Joey Betts podcast. There's a few podcasts in. We're basically going to show you what I see as far as sports betting goes, as far as what the picks of the day go, as far as what platforms to use and how to use them, when to use them, taking discounts and things like that. So today is Friday. However, when you go over to Prize Picks, what I noticed is that there is no Flex Friday, which is a $20. Basically, it's a $20 protected play. What that means is that you bet $20, they give it back to you if you don't end up winning, right? But it ends up in your bonus bets. So with that being said, we went over to promotions. There's nothing on promotions, so we went over and pulled it out. We're gonna run on Underdog Fantasy, and the thing about Underdog Fantasy that I love the most is that you get all kinds of discounts, right? You get discounts. You get this one right here, the extender 40% boost. Unlock bigger boost through each round of the NBA playoffs. So this is an NBA slip. Me personally, we're on the way to Vegas today, so I'm not gonna bet too much on player props. I'm more down the line of money lines, so I'll give you a couple plays right there as well, or at least who I feel like is gonna win, right? So let's get into this. Today's name of the game is finding a discount first. I have a few players that I want to go through, look at, take a deep dive into. But basically, right now you have a discount, and it's to move any pick to a discount pick, right? So be careful with those. Be careful with those. Make sure you're discounting the right people. All right. So looking at the slate, you got a couple games of basketball, or you got one game of basketball. Let's see. Do we have basketball today? Double check. 4 p.m. Pacific on April 18th. Yes, we do. We have two games of basketball today: Miami, Atlanta, and then Dallas, Memphis. Dallas did look pretty good against San Antonio. Memphis was going up against Golden State, and here's a real quick reminder of what I've seen from Golden State lately. They're mashing, right? They are a well-oiled machine right now with Jimmy Butler, and especially knowing what he does in the playoffs, they're gonna do an amazing job. So I'm just gonna call it right now. Watch out, Houston. You guys might have an upset alert going on, right? So these are our NBA games. Personally, I don't want to get too deep into it. We may throw one in there, but I want to get deeper into the MLB slate, right? We have a huge MLB slate today. A few games out there that we can bet on. There's a few players that I already have out, and I already want to take a look at. The first one being Adley Rushman, right? So looking at it, the way we did this was we go over to me personally. I like Swish Analytics. Now there's a lot of betting analytics platforms where you can find a lot of different stats that are key to you. Me personally, I love matchups. I feel like every game is matchups. I don't really go too far off of the last five, understandably so. When someone's hot, they're hot, right? But me personally, I go after matchups. Always in MLB, you want to look at the weather. So let's go ahead and get into it. We've got April 18th is today. Today's weather, you have not too much rain out there, but you have some strong winds. You have strong winds in Detroit, breezy going against the fence. So you don't want to look at any kind of home runs in Detroit. I would hold off on that. It's going to be basically a singles doubles game. Late night, the Mets. This ball is going to carry 12 and a half miles an hour. So whoever's pitching for St. Louis, whoever's pitching for New York, expect some runs. Expect some runs to get scored. Honestly, maybe even a Yurfie, yes, runs in the first inning, right? Um, Arizona, Chicago, you got winds going straight up, right? Windy City, Chicago, you have 15.2 mile an hour winds. So keep an eye on Chicago. Kyle Tucker out there, Corbin Carroll out there, really hitting the ball. So that's it for the weather. We're going into research, and then we're going to batter versus pitcher, right? And I've said this before. I really love this wedge right here because it shows you what these batters do against the pitcher that they're facing, right? So I like to go off average. I don't really like to take these into effect because it's wait, 1 for 3 with 2 walks, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1. I need some kind of sample size, right? Some kind of sample size. So one of the reasons why I went with Adley Rutschman, he's 3 for 5, 6 plate appearances, 2 singles, a home run, and a base on ball. That's a 600 average against Andrew Abbott, right? So to go a little bit deeper into this, what we want to do is go over to ESPN. I go over to the GameCast. There's a nice one. I like to go over to Andrew Abbott, and I love this bat versus pitch widget because it shows you what Andrew Abbott does against the whole team, right? This is career wise, not this season. But look at Roman Laureano. He's pretty good, he's pretty decent. He's gonna hit the ball, right? We're looking for Adley Rutschman, right? 600 average, 667. You got an OPS of 1.8. He hits a bomb. He has an RBI. He has 3 hits, right? So let's see what Adley Rutschman's doing on the season, right? We can also see what Laureano's doing on the season. Like I said, I took a look at this already. Apologies, right? We're at a 118. We're at a 118 average. You don't want to bet on this. No matter how good this player is doing against the pitcher, you do not want to bet on this. Let's stay away from Roman Laureano. And you know what? You may see him get a double with an RBI, right? At this point, I'm willing to take that chance. It's safe bets only. We want to make sure we tag together a play that we can all win on, right? Adley Rutschman, right? We're going up against Andrew Abbott, who's a lefty, right? So you go a little bit deeper into it. Dive into the rabbit hole. Honestly, there's all these stats that are provided to you. Um, Take advantage of them, right? Right-handed pitcher. He bats both, so he's a switch hitter, catcher. Adley Rutschman, if you know anything about baseball, this kid came in hot in the league, right? And he's basically one of the few faces of the Orioles right now. So going into it, look at his splits. Splits mean how does he do against left-handed pitchers, right-handed pitchers? How does he do at home? How does he do on the road? Last 7 days, last 15 days, last 7 days he has been on a slump. 0.95. So that's what Prize Picks is going to show you. Prize Picks is going to show you, Underdog is going to show you what they've done in the last 7 days, right? They're not going to show you is how much Adley Rutschman hits well against left-handed pitching, right? Which isn't that well, right? He hits better against righties. And how well does he hit at home? Baltimore's at home, right? So you're looking at it 125 at home. Stay away from that one, right? We did our deep dive. We did our homework on Adley Rutschman. A lot of people will say, you know what, his last 5 have been amazing, but then he's going up against a pitcher that he's 0 for 6 with 5 Ks, right? That's something where you don't want to give up. They're gonna face each other at least 2 times, right? No matter how bad things get, unless an injury happens, your batter versus pitcher against a starter, you're gonna face them at least twice, right? So Adley Rutschman, let's stay away from that one, right? Let's go over to Vladdy. Vladdy was another one. Let's go over here. So you've got Dansby Swanson as well against Corbin Burns. You got a 12 for 29 singles, 2 bombs, 4 strikeouts, 600 average with 21 plate appearances. That's worth taking a look at, right? Let's go over to Chicago. Chicago, Arizona. That starts in about a couple hours. We will not make this game before we hit Vegas, but honestly, I really like. Let's see who's pitching in this one. Oh, Colin Ray. Colin Ray came from Milwaukee. He had a tough stint in Milwaukee. Honestly, I didn't really trust him as a pitcher, but he has been coming along very well. Let's go into him. Let's go to his bat versus pitch. Wait a second. We wanted to go check the Cubs, right? We wanted to check Corbin Burns, who has been flat. He's been flat on the year, mainly probably because he's from Bakersfield. I can see that may be the reason why, but he's been very flat on the year. So he gives up 303 against the Cubs. Cubs are gonna hit against him, right? Dansby Swanson in particular. Okay, so we're gonna go over to Dansby and see what his years look like, and honestly, it looks like how he's looked like since he joined the Cubs. 169 average, very flat. Probably the only thing you get from him is defense. You have 0 for 4, and 3 of his last 4 games, he has failed to get the 1.5 hit run and RBI. So his average has dropped, has been dropping steadily since the eighth, 226 down to 169. So that's someone also get away from him. Get away from him. Do yourself a favor, right? Let's get into this a little bit. Let's go after. Also, you can filter by hits, how many hits, but watch out because that's a 242 average with Freddie Freeman, right? A lot of familiarity, but still not the average we want. Um, Alcantara gives up a lot of hits to Philly. I can see that being the reason why. Wilmer Flores. Look at Wilmer Flores right here. First baseman against Tyler Anderson, lefty righty matchup. In 21 at bats, he has 8 hits, 6 singles, 1 double, a home run, and 3 walks. So it's worth taking a look at Wilmer Flores coming over. San Francisco is going to be the late game MLB Network. Going to the batter pitcher, Tyler Anderson. Bat versus pitch. We've got Wilmer right here with a 381. Raking, right? A lot of singles, but still getting on base, right? 239 average, 6 home run, 23 RBI. Okay. 0 for 1. This was a pinch hit, so I don't really like to count those. But look at hit run RBI, hit run, 0 for, hit run, RBI, hit run, 0-0. Those 2 games were pretty tough for him, right? Hit run, run RBI, run RBI, hit run. Honestly, he's hit run RBI. He's a genius at it, right? Now we're gonna discount this pick. I want Wilmer Flores on the discount. Let's see. See what I can do about this. Heavy hitters, ATP. Okay, all right. They're not gonna let us discount just anyone, right? So let's go over to Wilmer Flores. Let's just go over to him. It'll be safe to take a look at Prize Picks to see if yes, there we are. That was terrible, but we're here, right? And we got the okay. We got the 20. We're gonna do the 20 in, and we're gonna do the Flex Friday. Deposit that bad boy. And Wilmer Flores, honestly, you see the hit run, you see all that good stuff. Going up against who are they playing? They're playing the Angels today. How does he hit in Angel Stadium? It's good to see. Like what is as long as there's not a lefty on the mound, like we said, righty matchup. He hits 200 on the road. Let's see. It's good to go back to 2024 since the season is still pretty much underway. You have the Angels. He has a 200 average against the Angels, and at Angel Stadium, hasn't played there. Wilmer Flores may be someone good too. Basically, let's see, Angel Stadium. He went 4 for 10, has a 400 average, 1 home run, and 4 RBI. Wow. So we're gonna go over to StatMuse. I really like StatMuse because I can get everything kind of bunched up. So I can say Wilmer Flores at Angels. All right. So at Angel Stadium, Wilmer Flores has 16 at bats, 5 hits. He has a 15 at bats and 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 home runs, 6 RBI. So he hits well. He hits well. 17 plate appearances. I mean, you have 5 hits. That's what's that? Somewhere around a 300 average. So we're gonna go Wilmer Flores. We're gonna take him for it. Go to MLB. Go to Wilmer. And then whether you want to take it, see, this is beautiful because Prize Picks won't give us a 1.5 hit run in RBI. And that's a reason. There's a reason why. Most of the time, Prize Picks doesn't give us this 1.5 hit run in RBI. But our people over at Underdog will always have it. Bam. Especially for plus money. If it's something that Prize Picks isn't giving out for anything, they're not letting you bet on it. Think about it. Think about it, right? They're not letting you bet on it because they don't want you to win on it, right? 1.5 hit run an RBI for Wilmer Flores. We're gonna go a half hit run an RBI to stay safe with our slip, right? Another one I want to look at. Let's go ahead and I know this guy's been raking as of late. It's gonna be Corbin Carroll against the Cubs. That's an 11:20 game. I want to get this into you. Colin Ray, like I said, he's a great pitcher, but Corbin Carroll just has a thing for him. 2 for 5 with a double and 3 RBI. Colin Ray is a right-handed pitcher, right? So we're going Corbin Carroll, seeing his splits. This is the reason why. 358 against righties, 6 home runs, 17 RBI. The guy is on a tear. 321 average, tied for 16th in the league. And then we're going to look at his game log. Hit run, hit RBI, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 run. This guy is a lock. Corbin Carroll is one of my guys that, we're gonna lock that in. See? And then they're gonna hit you with the 1.5 hit run and RBI, and it's not gonna be plus money, right? So we're gonna go back to Corbin Carroll right here, and we're gonna see exactly. It's not plus money here either. Everyone knows Corbin Carroll's the guy, right? So we're gonna go into it a little bit more deeper into it. I have Vladdy, Lindor, and Doyle. I want to look at. So let's go over to Vladdy. Um, the reason why I want to look at Vladdy is because of the fact they're playing the Mariners and Vladdy's playing at home against a right-handed pitcher, right? Vladdy is the only one that's really seen any of Wu. So I'm hoping he's going to take that initiative to say, you know what, I'm the only one with very good experience against the guy. Let me take the helm and say, I bat 304 against righties. I bat 222 at home, but you have a bomb and 6 RBIs, right? The 304 against righties is enough for me. We're gonna go Vlad for the day for Friday. I like the hit run and RBI. Me personally, I really like the hit run and RBI. We're gonna run it as a flex play, right? And then we're gonna go over the two that I said that we're looking into, right? What did I say? I said Francisco Lindor of the New York Mets, right? And then this one, Miles Michaelis. There is a reason that I have no idea about, and there's a reason as to why he's still in the MLB at 36 years old, giving up the amount of runs that he gives up. Right, his bat versus pitch is probably terrible against everyone. It's probably over a 250 against just about every team in the league. But specifically, Francisco Lindor 7 for 17 with two doubles and an RBI. I like this because of the fact that he's hitting 268. He's setting the table for the team. Francisco Lindor is starting to get a little hotter. He's gone from a 217 average up to a 268 in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 3 hits, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, right? 1 hit, a double. 2 hits, 1 run, 1 hit, RBI. You've got some good stuff right there for Lindor. So we're going to go Lindor, but this one, we're going to go since Lindor gets walks, right? He also gets walks against this pitcher, and this pitcher does give up walks. He really does. So Lindor has drawn 6 walks in this month in the 17 days, right? So we're going to take it because fantasy score, you can have singles, you can have walks. Now, if you're going bases, you're not going to get anything out of a walk. If you're going hit, run, and RBI, you're going to get, if it's a run, you'll get something out of the walk, right? So I got Lindor going over flex play. We're already up to $80, right? With these two, with these four picks, right? The last one I want to go into is going to be Doyle. This Doyle kid from Colorado is raking the ball right now. Let's see, where's Colorado? Washington, Colorado. Night game, 3-15 Rockies, right? Left-handed pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. Left-handed pitcher. Look at this. Riddle me this. He has not faced Doyle. Has not faced Doyle, so you're going to have to go a little bit deeper into it. You have to go back, and then you have to see that Brent Doyle, is leader in home runs, leader in runs batted in for the Rockies. Right? Right-handed pitcher. Right-handed hitter. Left-handed pitcher. That's a great matchup already right off the bat. Right? This guy is 315 with 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and an 888 OPS. His splits against left handed pitching, he has a 455 average. 5 for 11, 2 runs, 2 RBI, and then at home, he has a 393 average, right? And then you go even deeper into it, right? He's playing somewhat in the daytime, right? But you've got just overall this guy has been hot lately. Go over to his game log. 0 for 1, which was a pinch hit. 4 hits, 2 runs. 1 hit, 1 RBI. 1 hit, 1 run. 3 hits, 3 runs. 1 hit, 1 run. 1 hit, one double, right? So he's hitting the ball. We're going Doyle. We're gonna go over and try to get Doyle for 1.5 hit, run, RBI. We'll see if he's on there. Not even on there, right? So that's something to look at too. If not, they're not gonna have Brenton Doyle out there, and as long as he's not, a healthy scratch, placed on personal bereavement list Thursday. Okay, so he's a scratch. We're gonna get away from Doyle. One guy I want to go to, and this guy has been, A's all day right now. The A's are, we're going to Vegas. Uh, um, It's a huge deal right now on who's going to stay and who's going to go, who's going to get replaced by better teammates, better players, and who's really going to stay with this core of the A's, of the Oakland going to Vegas Athletics, right? So you got a 338 average. He has 2 home runs, 10 RBI, 845 OPS. This guy, Jacob Wilson, Jay Willie, has been knocking the ball out of the park. Not out of the park, but in the park. He's been keeping it in. This He had 1.5 hit run an RBI yesterday. He hit it in, I'd say, about 10 minutes into the game. He basically, you get a leadoff double, you get a single from Jacob Wilson, and then bam, there it is. There's your hit run RBI, right? Jacob Wilson is the guy. It's always great to see who he's going up against, right? Bat versus pitch. The A's are playing the Brewers, and today there's no one that he's faced on the Brewers, but it's good to see his splits. His splits, he does a lot better. I mean, left and right, he does great, right? At home, he's 394. Where are they at today? Are they? They're in Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, so away, he's 289. Still hitting the shit out of the ball, right? Um, I really like Jacob Wilson. Let's see who Milwaukee's pitching out there. Freddie Peralta, so he's a right-handed pitcher. Right-handed pitcher. So let's see how he does against righties. 339 average, 10 RBI, 2 home runs. He hits a lot better against righties. We're going to go ahead and pick it. We're going to go ahead and run it through. Wilson, Jacob Wilson. Still another one we can't get a run and a half hit run and RBI. So this is something to keep in mind as well. Jacob Wilson, 1.5 hit run and RBI. Bam. So you've got Wilmer Flores, Corbin Carroll, Jacob Wilson, and who else was it? They didn't want to give me that damn. We're going to go Lindor. So this is going to be our perfect. This is going to be our 4 pick. This is going to be a 4 pick parlay, right? 756. So basically you're going to win 75 off of $10. This is the safe bet. The safe bet is Wilmer Flores, 1.5 hit runner RBI. Corbin Carroll, 1.5 hit runner RBI. Jacob Wilson, 1.5 hit runner RBI. And Francisco Lindor, 1.5 hit runner RBI. Right? Or even Lindor. Let's go Lindor, like we said, on fantasy. Right? Instead, we'll go 7.5 fantasy points. Even though Price Picks has him at 6.5. Right? So instead of that, never mind. We're going to go back to 1.5 hit runner RBI. Oh, they took it out, those motherfuckers. See, so that's another reason why. All right, so right now, what else do we have? Jacob Wilson. We're going to get him for 1, too. All right, so there it is, right? There you are on your Flex Friday pick. Honestly, you're going to get more on underdog fantasy because of the fact that Prize Picks likes to goblin these picks. They don't like to give you the full money amount, and they don't like to let you pick. They like to take away like some of the picks, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. As soon as Francisco Lindor gets back up there on 1.5 hit run and RBI, there we go. That is a $75 slip. That's the one you want to go with. Honestly, that's the winner right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up at MGM and we're gonna place this one through as soon as we get out there to Vegas. But as far as the prize picks is concerned, I want to make sure I give this one to you. It's 6.5 hitter fantasy score. He got Jay Willie on the 1.5 a hit run and RBI. Vladdy 1.5 hit run and RBI. Corbin Carroll on the 1.5. Then you got Wilmer Flores on a half hit run and RBI. That's $20. Protected $20 for $100. Meaning that if you lose, that $20 will be there for you tomorrow when you bet on basketball, right? Or when you're ready to do whatever you do, right? So that's the flex play. That's what we're gonna run with. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope you guys really. I want to let you guys know that just take a look, take a pick. Feel free to dig deeper. Feel free to dive into the rabbit hole. These are just some preset plays that I want to give to you guys, just to help you guys win money. Honestly, if you take a pick from here, you take one or two, it helps with your slip in general. Then that's a win to me as well. Honestly, the only thing I want to do here is make sure that we're all winning money together, right? And we're really giving the platforms a run for their money as well. So let's go into it. Let's lock it in. On prize picks, we have Wilmer Flores, half hit running RBI. Corbin Carroll, 1.5 hit running RBI. Vladdy, 1.5 hit running RBI. Francisco Lindor, 6.5 hitter fantasy score. And Jay Willie on the hit running RBI. It would be nice to check if, yeah, they don't have it. All right, there's your $100. There's your $100 off of 5. It's a 5 team. All 5 of them are correct. If they're not correct, if one is off, you get your $20 back. You can pull it back out, right? If you lose, the $20 has to stay in there and you basically bet on another pick, right? So we're going to go ahead and lock this in. We're going to go ahead and lock this in. I'm going to head out for the day. You guys, I want you guys to have an amazing day. Take a look and take a pick. Bye, everybody.